If you were in a situation where your job is comfortable, you know how it works, you know where you can take a little liberty or two, you know the rhythms well enough that it doesn't necessarily consume all your time anymore, but you also know somewhere in the back of your mind that this is not the end point, that you can't do this forever, that at some point you'll need to exit. It could be 3 years from now, could be 10, but right now you're okay and you're not in a rush. If that's you, I want to tell you something that most people in this space do not say. You are sitting on one of the most powerful financial positions available to anyone trying to build income outside of employment in 2026. And I mean that seriously. And I want to explain why, because I think a lot of people who are in this position don't see their advantage clearly enough. They see it as being stuck, being comfortable in a way that feels slightly embarrassing when everyone around them seems to be making dramatic moves or progressing in their career. Here's what people don't understand about building. The hardest part is not necessarily the strategy. It's not working out what to offer or who to sell it to or how to structure the service or deliver it. The hardest part, the part that causes the most bad decisions, the most panic, the most cutting corners, is the pressure. When you're building from a place of financial desperation, when the thing needs to work right now because you've already left and you've got bills to pay, you've got a family to feed, and you're running out of savings, you move differently because that's fucking scary. You undercharge because you need the client more than you need the right client. You rush the foundations because you can't afford to wait. And you make bad decisions based on fear and not strategy. None of that applies to you if you have a stable income while you build. You can move at a pace that's actually intelligent. You can take one client and genuinely learn what works. You can charge correctly because you can afford to walk away from the wrong fit. You can test quietly without anyone watching, without anyone knowing, because this decision isn't life or death. Here's what that actually does to your trajectory. So let's say you stay in the job, bills are covered, your life's functional, and over the next 12 to 18 months, you build something alongside it that adds an extra 30 or 40% onto your current income. If you think about what that means for your life, what it opens up, it might mean a deposit on a holiday home that you've been thinking about. It might mean investing more into your retirement fund. It might mean going on that holiday that you've always wanted. It also means that if something happens in your job, if there's a restructure or if there's something that you're not comfortable with, you have now got options. You are no longer the person that has to stay because of the money, because you have something else. And I think what people underestimate the most is that position of having a stable income and a wealth building strategy or a wealth multiplier running at the same time. That combination is genuinely so life changing, because the people who build from stability are the ones who arrive at the exit without the drama, because they've already built the bridge while they were still standing on solid ground. By the time that they leave, it's not a leap, it's literally a smooth transaction, more like a transfer rather than a leap into the abyss. If you're staying and building and not planning to leave tomorrow, perfectly happy in your role for now, but aware that you want something different eventually, you might find my newsletter helpful. It covers all the steps on how to plan your exit from corporate without disrupting your life, without learning anything new, using the skills that you already have. A new newsletter drops every Sunday and the link to join is in my bio.